Welcome back to the Virago 535 Bobber build. As you can see, a few things have been done since the last video. So I've changed the handlebars, removed the front mudguard, changed the seat out for the kind of more bobber style seat, cut the back frame and lowered it down on the 255mm Hagon shocks. So you can see I cut it just behind the kind of shock mount, which I think will be fine. I think it's got enough weld and everything for the structural purpose of the shock. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've got a mudguard coming soon, so I'll work out how to mount that. Pretty pleased with the stance of it. I think it's looking nice. I took off the kind of plastics that go here just to get an idea of what it would look like when they were black. And I've started working on some of the electrics. So just basic stuff like the indicators and the rear brake, which I'm going to mount down there with the number plate. So I mean, changing the LEDs is pretty straightforward, but I did have to do a couple of extra things. So I fitted the relay in under here. It's all part of one big unit in this, which sits around here, and there's several wires going into the bottom. The ones you need for the relay on this is a 2-pin relay, and you cut the brown and white wire that sit under here, and you connect them to the brown is your live battery feed, and the brown and white is the load. So you connect it to the wee L, the brown and white to the L, and the other one to the B or the P, I think it is, on the 2-pin indicators, depending which one you get. I also had to fit a set of diodes. What was happening was the flash rate was correct for the indicators, however they were all blinking rather than just the 2 on the left or the 2 on the right. So I've done this before. It usually happens to slightly older motorcycles. You need to find the brown and the white, or sorry, the brown and the green in this case, that run up to your indicator switch on your dash. And what happens is, when you change it to LEDs, there's not enough load or resistance within the circuit to allow them to differentiate between one side and another. So what this does is it just stops the power running up and back down the wire. So basically the diodes only let the power travel one way and don't let it return down. So it stops them all flashing at the same time. I'll try and put a link into the Google site that I found, or it's just a website. The guy explains it quite well. There's a wee diagram. And it's reasonably simple. It's a bit fiddly just finding the right wires. I kind of came in here and took them right from the obvious wire loom that leads up to the flasher thing, because I actually tried to do it in the light and got the wrong wire. So just something to think about or look out for. Apart from that, that's pretty much all I've done up till now. I'm still making a decision on the colour. I actually really like the colour of the silver and the chrome, the black and the tank as it stands. I was going to do a completely different colour scheme, but you know, I quite like how it is just now. So I'll wait and see. My plan was to paint the tank and change the colour of the wheels. But it's a work in progress. I'll wait till I've kind of done a bit more work on the bike, and then I'll make a decision as to what colours I think it should be.